technical difficulties. That's my dinner. I ate. I'm gonna get the other person I live with. You. See if you wanted. Excuse me. I have one of these bigger bottles because I'm not exercising very outside. I don't have to drink a small bottle of. I was doing really well. Hardly any pain, so I didn't take a pain reliever today. Prescribed. Then I walked on it. It started to hurt more. Excuse me. Please buy it.
So 5-beef Charlie is the only one I'm getting next time.
I haven't tried the other ones yet. Not home, anyways. Not here. I like blueberries.
I thought you liked blueberries.
I do like blueberries.
You just said you didn't.
No, I do like blueberries. I like raw blueberries. I like them frozen and thawed, and I like the fresh ones. Raw blueberries. I had some today. I had a raw piece of celery and a few fresh raw blueberries. And then I had a small bag of crisps, tomato flavored or whatever flavor. And I ate my dinner. You're too funny, Mom.
That's not funny.
It looks good.
No, it doesn't taste good.
Yes, it does. You've had taste tests of it at the center. You liked it.
Not this. Just wouldn't get it again, that's all.
Oh, that's too bad. I like it. I like all their
Have you
foods.
had this?
No, everything I've tasted so far I've really liked. It's not very high in calories too, so I like it even more. I mean, I could eat my noodles and or any soup and a hard-boiled egg and one of those every day, or hard-boiled egg and some salad and or less chips, whatever, just full of foods. That's a nice little walk we had today. I liked it. Did you like your walk outside today, Mom?
Yeah, I always like walking.
Hello. Be kind, be friendly. Remember, this is the Avril and Pets for Babies Bellis Fairy Gardens. Bellis Garden, which Avril channel, social media. Whoa. Oh, excuse me. Please use the like button and leave your like. Use the like button and leave a like. Use the chat area and leave a like. Use the comment area and leave a like. Use the chat area, and or the comment area and leave an excuse, and or a reason why comment you hate and or dislike. Comment area, chat area. Although most all negative comments could, may, must, need get removed. After all, this is the Avril and Pets for Babies Bellis Fairy Gardens. The garden which Avril, the Bellis Garden which, the Bellis Garden which Avril. Social media. It's not like it's a complete well-being and fitness thing. Although it really is, because gardening is exercise. I mean, all the up and down. And spots. During. So this is what I look like since I fainted yesterday. The diagnosis, fainted. Since I had that bleeding, alleged spider bite, healthcare workers yesterday, earlier, healthcare doctors, nurses. wanted to go to Niagara Falls yesterday. We were all set to go. And then I collapsed. I was like, I'm lucky I made it to the chair because I got to the chair and then I kept getting more nauseated and then I just collapsed to the floor. And I gave you more, some warning to get out of the way because I wanted you to move your walker, right? And then I was down there and then you and somebody else called 911 and ambulance paramedics. Huh?
I called 911.
Yeah, but there was somebody at the GO station with you that did too.
Yeah, that was how it was there. It was there.
Anyways,
She went out.
and the bus, people that run the bus, this is what gets me. Other people knew we were there. They left. Who was it, Joyce and Dudley or whoever they are. They just, they didn't come in to see how I was doing, not that when I was conscious anyways.
No,
They left.
didn't. I went outside and the bus was going.
They just left, they didn't care. I sent one of them an email today, letting them know, where did they go? Why did they leave? Haven't heard from them since. I mean, that's not professional, that's not even right.
Well, she was late, wasn't she?
I don't care. Somebody's life.
She was late. One said,
I could have died. What if she was the only one they were? What if they were the only ones there and had to call 911?
well,
They should never have
I
left. They
called
should have.
911.
They should have waited until the paramedics came.
I don't, well, they wouldn't.
They even care
She
that we.
knew I was there.
So, anyways, the paramedics came.
Yeah.
And they got me off the floor. Eventually, got us to the hospital. And then they stupidly took us into the mental thing. They just told you, we'll walk at your pace, just follow us.
Yeah.
I looked around and I'm like, oh my God, mental health, mental this, mental that, section 2, which it is. I'm like, oh, why am I here? Why is everything 2 all of a sudden? And when I spoke, I'm like, I don't need to be here. I need to be in emerge. I don't feel well. And I heard the driver say the word hyper. And I told the other one to go tell him that's not hyper. I'm not hyper anything. I have sinus bradycardia. It's my chest. I don't feel well. I wasn't even diagnosed with heat stroke or anything. It was just, I didn't feel well. With it, all that's happened since August past year. And I couldn't even walk. Couldn't stand, couldn't walk. I was hot and sweating, nauseated. My head was dizzy. Not everything around me was spinning, just my head was dizzy. Got taken to the ER, finally, emerge. Had my hip looked at, they said it was a spider bite. They took my temperature, they took my blood pressure, they did ECGs, they found out sinus bradycardia continued to exist, and it was below 50 for quite a while. Pulled it up to 55, 54 or something like that, or higher. But it didn't get higher than 60, funny enough, which wasn't funny. And then after they took the blood test and everything, and then x-rays, I should say, I got fed food, they got me a cheese sandwich at some time or other.
Yeah.
I was given water, I was given anti-nauseous, and then they gave me a cheese sandwich, some apple juice, and a hot tea.
Yes, I got the same.
You weren't even the patient.
I know, but they gave it to me. Not
And
because
then,
I was
and then that one,
patient, she never gave
and
me
after all
anything.
that was finished, and the IV and everything was finished, I got more tests done. And then the nurse came and took me for a walk to make sure I couldn't, and I was getting tested, like sit, stand, lay down, and what my blood pressure was, and I was taken for a walk and everything. And the dinners were being served, and I didn't get any.
Because you weren't getting stepped, you weren't going to be there overnight.
That's not true. That's not what it's. Every patient was supposed to get there. They lied because I wasn't admitted. Well, how the hell was I there? They had.
Yeah, but you weren't going to be staying overnight.
Excuse me.
But
I'm vlogging. Seriously, really. I was admitted by the paramedics who took all my information, details, and descriptions, everything, and names. They even took my old hip card. They had me admitted. Once admitted, that's it. And then I was put in the ER finally. I mean, I could have died the way those 2 idiots were taking me around that hospital before I got settled in the emerge. The paramedics, I tell you, how they have jobs. Oh, I they were the two stupidest men I've ever met. One saying hyper and taking me to psych ward, and then the other one just following the leader. And then I had to come to and say, I want to go in the emerge. That's what we phoned for first aid and CPR. And I was taken for a walkabout. Then before they completely discharged me, they gave me one more IV. And then I didn't even wait for a wheelchair. I was so angry because of that few minutes that they dawdled affected my heart. Even though they said it wasn't a heart attack, I was requisitioned. Well, not requisitioned, but I was showed and told by the ER doctor to go to my family doctor soon. A couple days, at least no longer than a couple of days. My doctor, maybe another ECG, more blood tests, and or see a cardiologist. Make sure I see a dermatologist about my skin, all that kind of stuff. And then I was discharged. And then we went. I didn't even wait for a wheelchair. I just up and got off the bed. I could walk. I was so mad. Before going home, you wanted to go to, what was it, Tim Hortons somewhere, and we had pizza and soup and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I called for a taxi. And then a taxi came eventually and took us home. I had coffee, pizza, and potato wedgies. You had some kind of soup, potato wedgies. You had bread, soup, potato wedgies, pizza. We had 2 coffees. I had coffee, almond milk, and a sweetener like stevia. Not stevia, like Splenda, whatever it was. And then got home. I took my supplements eventually. I didn't feel 100%. And I'm like, they shouldn't even have done this. Shouldn't even have let me. Can't me, must not discharge me not feeling well.
They did more for you than they did at the other place.
Yeah, they did, but eventually when they got hold of me, I mean, the thing that, what does hyper mean? I told the one that was with me to go correct him. I said, do I have sinus bradycardia? And he says, yeah, and somebody there even told me that could have been why I fainted. If I went to my low blood pressure, I mean, that could have caused that and the heat could cause me to faint. And when I got the diagnosis, I looked at my faint. That's all I did. That's all I came up with is faint. But the sinus bradycardia showed up, so that was there too, and low blood pressure. So finally got home. It was a pretty good ride home. And then today I woke up eventually, and I was like, I don't feel that good. Maybe I just need some fluids, like I was showed and told to do in my discharge paper. So I got some bottled water in me, and then I got some electrolytes in me, a Brazil at some time or other. The first I had a hot beverage, I think. And then I decided I need a snack, so I had a raw piece of celery and a few blueberries, and then all raw, and then all fresh, all raw. And then I was like, Mom, do you want to go out for a little walk? It's a nice day. It's not too hot. I won't wear my hoodie or anything. I'll just dress. And we stopped and had a coffee. I had a little cappuccino. And a small packet of crisps. Then came back here. And then I had my chicken teriyaki with rice pilaf dinner. I swallowed that. I need a hot beverage. It surprised me if I lose some weight doing all this. I didn't like it that it wasn't doing my dinner. I reported into patient relations. Not that that'll change anything. mean, you think they go back into patients. I mean, they have access to a ER patient's medical history somewhat. You think they'd go back far enough, especially when they see that scar, they'd go back far enough. Like the hospital food, I would have liked to have had one of their dinners. It's unfortunate. And yes, I was wearing yellow because I thought I was going out for the day at Niagara Falls, so I have my yellow pantsuit on. I'm all ready to go. Hoodie because of AC in the building, so I'm like, way to go. Instead, the hospital. Shall I say in the vlog, live stream with the hospital, which one was I went to? You said to the driver, the paramedics to take us to Credit Valley Hospital.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, instead of Mississauga Hospital, yeah.
Well, you've been in the other one twice, it didn't do anything for you.
Yeah.
They did something for you.
After they got me out of psych ward because I refused to stay there. I was on the stretcher and there's no way I needed it. I was having my chest was bothering me and in my head I was dizzy and I didn't have a very headache. I didn't have a migraine. I just didn't feel well. Dizzy in my head, nauseated, hot flush, sweating. Could even just been a bit of a hot flush through menopause too, you know. I could have had that in addition to all the other stuff, you know, symptoms, behaviors, but it wasn't mental health. So I hope the paramedic that said hyper, I wonder what he meant by hyper. Was it hypochondria, you think?
I don't know.
They took me to mental health as if they could, and I mean, if he thought it was hyper, what the hell is he a paramedic for? And, I mean, he should be doing that to somebody that could have died of a heart attack. I mean, he's supposed to be trained in cardiopulmonary resuscitation, for God's sake, and beyond. Could call me hyperactive too because I couldn't even walk. And really, I was overexerting myself. I suppose going to Niagara Falls, maybe. I don't know. I'm allowed to walk, stand, and cycle. I didn't think walking that little bit would have bothered me any because I've been sitting on the bus for, 2 or 3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
And then walking around a little bit. I would have walked less than
you was just
I would have
sit on
walked
the
less
seat.
than 2K. I would have walked less than 2.5K. 2.5 kilometers. Barely even a kilometer, I suppose. I wouldn't have walked very. I could have sat and rested a lot, and there was lots of foods available to me. Maybe I just overexerted myself. I don't know. I mean, it's not like my skin was considered that spider bite was bleeding anymore. Some of the people showed and told that, eating healthy aren't good for the likes of me. Walking, all the other athletics I did earlier. Yeah, I believe that some of it really is, if not all of it. I was to do more, maybe. Like ketogenic. Keto. I haven't had a keto snack in a long time, other than this afternoon when I had my celery and blueberries, I suppose. Keto eating, keto vegetarian. And I got lots of bruises yesterday. More bruises. I got more bruises. The bruises I got, this one got worse. Paramedics, hospital staff. I mean, when I was first taken into the hospital and I was just laying on the stretcher and the nurses were all coming to me and everything before they moved me again to the other ward, what were they saying to you?
I don't know.
You were there. Were they not talking to you? Did they ask you was I to be medicated or anything?
No.
I was semi-conscious. I was alert enough to. I couldn't give me anything that was like risperidone, antipsychotics, and Ritalin. I didn't want anything. I didn't need it. I was just not feeling well physically. That's one thing I find wrong with Canadian healthcare system more than any others. I mean, I know who I am, and I'm not Avril Lavigne, and they shouldn't be giving me any of that stuff. I needed something like an anti-nauseant, IV, maybe a blood thinner, maybe an antibiotic, fluids. I was slightly dehydrated, which I couldn't figure out how that happened. I wasn't told I had COVID-19 SARS. My test was x-rayed, and the staff there told me it was clear. I've had vaccinations, although I think some of the vaccines were cause of it all. Some of the side effects with the, and they want to protect the vaccines that the creators and rules it gave. Side effects of those vaccines were, well, they could cause some of the symptoms, including blood clots. And I don't, eventually, someday or other, I hope that the hospital staff and all those other doctors and nurses that refuse to tell patients that they did and or didn't have the actual COVID-19 SARS severe acute respiratory syndrome, you know, they get charged. Attempted manslaughter or attempted murder, and did any patients and or the relatives died? That's murder and or manslaughter. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. You know, those other people, paramedic, at hospital, mental ward, discrimination, prejudice, prejudges, predatory, resentful, offender without internet trolling, absolutely stalkers, and all purposefully, all purposeful, and all wrong. I'm gonna have a hot beverage. Do you want anything, Mom?
Like so what?
Tea or coffee?
That would be nice.
Did you have some crackers with your soup? Maybe you should have some crackers. That'll make it taste better.
No. Got enough to read it.
I think it's wonderful. I get told to rest, I go out for a little walk, and I can lift 4 kilometers with both hands together or one hand. So I do a set of 4 with one hand and a set of 4 with the other, lifting halfway, like to my hips, under my waist, and down before I'm relocating, just because, well, I have to take a cat litter box, and it's just for fun. I mean, I could see the difference in my shoulders in a bit, you know, even though I'm allowed to, you know, it's just, I have to move them around anyways. It's not like I'm lifting them over my head. I haven't done anything like that in a while, but just a that lift. It's fun. A little walk. I think I must have walked about maybe 1 kilometer. And outside. When I feel better, do I not exercise at the center more because, well, I can't this week because maybe I'll do a little bit of urban pole walking and more mall walking. Although mall walkers haven't been allowed to mall walk in that mall for how long? Months, eh?
I don't know.
You know, you've been there.
Yeah,
When I was there, the mall walkers, we couldn't go downstairs and go for a walk in the mall, enter out the mall, outside the mall. That wasn't right. We're labeled as the mall walkers. We're affiliated with the mall somehow or other, and we weren't allowed to go for walks. I mean, what's the point of being called mall walkers if we can't go out for a walk? I mean, the only walk we did was the AACM walkathon in October 23, 2020. October 27, 2023. That's the only walk we did. We haven't walked since then around that mall. And I've resigned and I've asked to be picked up because I resigned because of your schedule. I've submitted documents that I wasn't feeling well and I was hospitalized once more. So, but I'd like to do it virtually and I keep trying to get the link and it's not paid for. So I'm going to try and get that link back. I'd like to do chair exercises again, even if it's just to help my wrist because, well, I like to do that because my wrists. So maybe I can do that, look onto that. Other than that, I think I'm just going to take it easy. I can't do drum fit right now.
Don't not, just a don't.
Yeah, I can't not. Which is too bad because the instructor changed and it was really, I was having so much fun. I was having lots of fun. I really enjoyed it. And then all this, I took ill. I don't know how, but I took ill. Physically ill, that is. I mean, the hospital sees the word psychiatry. I have a psychiatry appointment later this year. Due to not necessarily depression and anxiety, sort of migraines related, um, anxiety, stress due to social media, other people harassed, bullied, etc., stalking me, my parents, and more others, and arachnophobia. I still have it, but it's not severe. It's a natural fear of spiders. No wonder I have a spider bite, apparently. That's what I was showed in Told Mysteries. It's a spider bite, so. I mean, the past year was weird enough. My chest was sore, and all the reasons why, and all those noises, disturbances others are making outside my front door, next doors, my balcony. It's really, it was what it was. There's a reason. Maybe I need a heart medicine to bring up I mean, normal is considered 120 over 80 for everybody. I was really low. My doctor, maybe I need some cardiology for real, more than ever before a heart pill to bring up my blood pressure. Without too many side effects. Book club. I'd like to do the book club more. I don't know if the book club's on this summer at the center. This was the pages of my book. It's not affiliated with there. The only thing I fear, well, besides death, severe consciousness, acute unconsciousness, and it wasn't my glucose and sugar level because my health care elsewhere showed that I remained below 7.70, and I'm fine. That wasn't the cause of it. I have other symptoms, like I had a concussion in 2019. I never
You
recovered
making
from
something to
it.
drink?
Yep. Yes, and my chest. Weight loss. I don't want to lose too much weight. Like a protein. They bought me some baklava today, so I'll have that maybe tomorrow. I was going to eat a piece of chocolate because it's Sunday. like my honey. I like to have it occasionally. Maybe I'll have a piece of my baklava tomorrow with some coffee. I can have that as my spoonful of honey. I could do that maybe every day. Just have a spoonful of that. Just have a spoonful of honey with coffee. Instead of having the honey in my coffee. Today I've had less than sure less than 2,500 calories. Most definitely. Most definitely. Maybe, I don't know. Do you agree with me? Use the chat, let me know. Use the comment area, let me know. Do you like this, my live stream vlog? Please use the like button and leave your like. And subscribe. Do not eat lots of sugar. I don't have anything with sugar. Teriyaki sauce. A packet of crisps. That must mix everything else. I did not have any sugar. I did not add sugar to my foods and condiments. And when I eat chocolate, I either eat dark chocolate or white chocolate. So I'm gonna have a piece of dark chocolate because it's my weekly dose of it. It's not like I can eat it every day. What I gotta put the Tuesday anyways. So I'm not gonna cheat and just be careful of what I eat. I'm gonna eat like normal. Let's see what else comes up as my dinners. Snacks. Let's just say tomorrow I'm gonna have a hard-boiled egg and a soup. I haven't decided what soup it is gonna be, but it's gonna be soup. Be a noodle soup or like broccoli soup. I don't have any mushroom soup. Right now I don't know where all the cans went. I thought I had more. I do not. So I need to get more. I actually found my can opener. It's gonna make a portion of mushroom soup. Couldn't find the mushroom soup. I don't know where my mushroom soup went. Because I ate crisps as my snack, I decided to have some rice pilaf my dinner. Tomorrow I'm either gonna have soup, hard-boiled egg, or another one. I have country chicken, shepherd's pie, vegetarian, and turkey and some other stuff. Mac and cheese. I'm gonna lose more weight. I just know it. Aren't I? I've lost a bit of weight. I mean, anyone thinks I'm obese when they meet me. Do they not remember? I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost more than 10 pounds and I kept lots of it off. I mean, my clothes are women's size medium and they're not tight on me. They're not too tight on me. I mean, there's lots of room. I know I'm not a small petite, but I'm not large and I'm not extra large. Although, winter coats, or to get a new winter coat, I prefer to be large because I like to wear a sweater underneath. Sometimes, or a hoodie underneath, and sometimes I need that extra space because it's bulk. The sweater needs space in addition to me. think every day for the rest of my life in my neighborhood, too, I'm going to make an effort to walk at least one block, walk about 1K. That in itself keeps the cholesterol down. It keeps the sugar levels down, cholesterol, sugar levels, brings up my, and or down my sinus bradycardia. In addition to everything else I do, I mean, 15 minutes walking every day, with and or without another coffee break. I had a hot tea earlier. Sorry. There's coffee. So I have to get some more of those electrolytes. They were just B12. Isn't that something to do with iron too? I don't know. My doctor still told me a multiple vitamin, and I was like, without iron. Vegetarian. Couldn't find. Pharmacists looked too. Could not find multiple vitamin without iron. So ferritin. So she said to have this and have that. I might keep to this one. I'm gonna wait and see what my blood test results are about. Okay. So sometimes I do one set of 4 each side. I'll do maybe 2 sets of 4 every day, 2 or 3 sets of for. That's my upper body nowadays. Because I have to lift it and move it anyways. Gotta keep cleaning my kitty cats. My pussy cat. My kitty. My feline little bugs. Let's read them nowadays. I got discharged out of hospital yesterday. More bruises. Biceps. Forearms. My wrist was sprained before. Hurts since. I mean, to touch it, it hurts. My finger. Go in there to get well, not come out feeling worse. And question minutes. So that's the nutrition fact. When I finish with those donuts I'm eating now and the other cashew mix, and the other cashew mix, I'm gonna have some of these. These are like my cereal. Have a tablespoonful of, and a quarter cup of these. Okay. I believe, and since I collapsed and fainted yesterday, every single food, beverage, and condiment, foods, beverages, and condiments I eat, I swallows, have to matter. So that, well, if it's gonna be my last foods, if I'm gonna go to heaven or hell, I wanna know that I've had something I've liked. I mean, I don't wanna be eating liver and onions.
Yuck. I give you liver and onions.
I don't wanna be eating liver and onions or something else that I don't like
Well,
as
I
my
don't
last
like it
meal.
either. I'll never give it to you.
Instead of having rice pudding today, I had raw celery and raw blueberries. A packet of crisps. Not a lot of calories according to the packaging. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna have shepherd's pie vegetarian. Maybe. Be a good dinner. I wonder if anybody at the Active Adult Center in Mississauga will care to reply to my emails, and will they give me a greeting card ever or anything, you know? I'm one of the few people that hardly got any mail and included anything, even though I was there. And I was the one that helped open the place because I was like the bingo card that they used, and then the circular run or whatever, till I resigned completely because of my absence this week. And then you want to play bingo there, so I'm like, I'm there. So if they were short of staff, all they had to do was ask me. I mean, it's so funny. It was too funny when they were short of staff. They needed somebody to help be a runner or a circler, and the alleged AACM president or their vice president, that Joan Cruz, instead of asking me to help out, they had her doing it, you know, herself.
Yeah, she's doing it herself. She's filling in all the jobs herself.
What?
She's doing something, she fills them all in herself.
I know. I mean, I like her and all sort of. Well, I do. I like her. I'm one of the few. I do like her, but I think that's a bit much.
Well,
Especially when I'm there, you know. I mean, if she was short, I'd just ask and then you just clock in my hours at the center, you know. I mean, if Bill Beckett doesn't want me there too damn bad, they should just suspend him and or expel him and have him go away. They shouldn't have to be short staff, you know. I mean, even though I don't feel well now, whenever, if I was returned there, I mean, sitting doing circling is nothing. I could do that with my eyes practically half closed. What surprised me when I mean, they've kept it to those 2 days, that schedule, like quite a while. I remember before it wasn't those same 2 days, and they just all of a sudden restructured all the programs and everything. I mean, if the capacity keeps getting lower and lower because of lack of staff and the bingo caller, maybe they should restructure the days that they're doing it and just come up with something else to see if more people will come if it's on a different day. Or just get a new bingo caller. I mean, there was more people there for a year, more than a year and a half when I was doing it. Anything there. Maybe this week, do you go and or do I go? Be it the same day or a different day. Maybe more people will be wearing yellow in support of me. Colors yellow to support me. Show and tell that they like me. Yellow. Yellows and greens. Woohoo. And this year, what the ambassadors have a t-shirt. The walkathon, do they have one? I mean, they've done yellow, they've done green. Will they do gray? We've done blue, brown, taupe. I'll do my 2-week prep. Okay, so there's our first and last prize. In that first place, maybe I can get something for being last. Like a chocolate or something, you know? Just have to go to the kitchen and get me a biscuit. She knows who she was. Voila. I mean, all the censorship that's going on out there. Eventually, all those media bans and social media, they'll get lifted, and they all will be seen and heard as who they all are and be and did.
are you gonna make the tea or not?
Yes. Including all the times other people videotaped and photographed us, such as that celebrity stalker Bill Beckett, and tried to put us all over the social media, emails, etc. They'll all be disappointed when if I do return there, the lack of foods I eat. I love those UK snacks. I'd really like to get one packet of them, little crisps, every day of the week, whether I'm there because that's a nice little afternoon snack with a hot beverage. Potatoes and or cheese puffs or whatever, you know. I was looking for the Worcester French fry snacks. I could not find today. That was disappointing, but I got tomato flavor. I'm gonna use this mug once more today. I believe so. I was Everland Pets for Babies, Bellas Fairy Gardens, Bella Switch Avril, Lazy Pagan, I suppose. The Bella's Garden Witch Avril. October 23. No, October 27, 23. Yes. October 31. Ah, yes, that's the mess I'm living in right now. My maid has yet to come back. Waiting for my cold water to boil hot. Second tea today. I'm gonna have my last hot coffee. Moisturize my face. I'm considering some moisturizer on my face and neck tonight. What's that you're taking?
August stick.
What?
What do I take every day?
I don't know. You take lots of stuff every
I
day.
don't.
So it's not your multiple vitamin.
No, only take one a day.
I don't know. Now you're having a cookie. You have a sweet tooth. You eat lots of sweets.
So,
I don't do that. I very rarely have anything. Today I was gonna have a piece of chocolate. Instead I had that teriyaki. Maybe tomorrow I'll have that piece of chocolate I was gonna have today. It's not a whole piece of chocolate. It's just like a little square piece of chocolate. Good for the complexion. Someday, somewhere out there, my friends and or acquaintances shall come out privately and publicly,
So you don't know
residentially,
what medicine I take every day.
and out there.
I
Well,
take it 3 times a day.
I don't know. You won't tell me the name of it. I don't know.
Tylenol.
Oh, okay. And they'll come out and they'll show and tell. They met Andrew Newman and health figures documented and social media. That's the but I'm not a liar. I it was okay. Let's hear it for the boy. Let's hear it for the boys. Hi, hello, back again. Got my newest hot tea, orange pico blend tea, black tea. How was your tea, Mom?
Finished.
Do you want another one?
That the book you're talking about?
Yes.
I was on my bed. I was looking for a phone number. The wrong one. I was taking phone.
I sent one of them an email mentioning maybe having them over later this year for a visit.
That's 8:07.
I suppose, yeah. I don't know. Have them over for a visit. Nice little social. Instead of going to somebody else's place, they could come here for a little visit. Really nice. Got pizza, other foods, orders, whatever. Such as sausage rolls, potato chips, popcorn, beverages, wine, water, vodka, ginger ale, whatever. Well, I'm feeling better. More. It's cooler outside. I want to get more of the balcony garden. We'll see. My birthday only happens once a year. And I like to celebrate Halloween a little bit, so I mean, why not have a bit of a fun little social? I mean, it's not like I'm inviting a lot of people and have to rent the party room. I mean, it's only a few. And yesterday, when I came home, I was settling in for the night. Did a little bit of dancing. Played with my pussy. Or not doing that tonight. I'm gonna rest. Instead, I exercised outside. Which was fabulous. Awesome. Do you notice a difference in my appearance? I noticed a little difference in my appearance since I was discharged from being admitted into the hospital emergency yesterday. Right from paramedics. And my mom and me. Me. I wasn't gonna do any of these vlogs, live streams. I think tomorrow I might take the day off completely off of social media. I mean, I could take the whole day off, and do I need to record anything? I could do it, although not necessarily vlog into maybe nighttime. Tuesday too, maybe. Just rest. You know, my own space, my own boundaries, privacy. One of the reasons I used to take you in with me to the bathroom, one of my bathrooms here, have you seen here what I was doing, is because some other healthcare workers lied that my bladder was all dried up and I could not urinate without a catheter, without a bag. And I was like, that's bullshit. For one, I peed earlier, I urinated. All the urine came out of me just fine. And later, since I'm urinating, I can pee just fine. I don't even need a diaper. I do not need a catheter. I didn't need a catheter yesterday. I didn't need a bag. I didn't need anything. I couldn't walk very at first, but then again, I always used a bedpan. And the use back, all it did was collapse. I fainted. Fainting is rather serious. I did not hit my head. Leave us. Yes, I did not hit my head. I was actually eventually just holding my head, waiting. Like I didn't even hear, just waiting. I was like, oh. Paramedics took more than 20 minutes to arrive. Let's see. I mean, security cameras here and there and hospitals showed I was not guilty. I was just the victim, and I was feeling well. And I wanted quick first aid and quick cardiopulmonary resuscitation. First aid, and did I need any CPR? I wanted to come home and do everything else as outpatient. I mean, I don't even need psychiatry now. I'm feeling so much better. It's not funny. I continue to have arachnophobia, but then it's not severe. Although yesterday I did have a bit of a cry. And I don't care what hospitals showed and told about the security in that place. In my space, do I want to be photographed or videotaped by my mom, from my mom and myself, selfies? So be it, because where are they afraid of? Where are they trying to hide? I mean, it's a public place. It's not private property. It's not like they're in my space and my boundaries. I'm not in there. I mean, it's not like I'm attending a social. I mean, it's not like I'm just walking in all of a sudden, videotaping, photographing, filming, and recording them. You know, you don't do that to me residentially. This is my boundaries, my space. You know, boundaries. It's not like it's real estate and it's my for sale, my MLS, and it's not my advertising or sell, because then that would be sort of private and public. Although residential, and there's boundaries such as specifying when and where. Residential. I mean, it's not like I went into other people's doors, front doors, and photographed, filmed, videotaped, recorded. I don't do that. I don't invade other people's private space, residential, their boundaries. I don't. I know right from wrong and wrong from right. Before, during, and since May 8, 2024. Before, during, and later, and since. Before, and during, later, and since. October 3rd, etc. I'm getting tired of all this. No offense intended. All right, any of you watching me listen to all this dinner and chat. Check me out on TikTok. I have more than 500 followers now. Good stuff. I'm going to try and separate my stuff on YouTube and other social media and TikTok. Maybe I'll do a TikTok video tomorrow night. I should put one of the dancing videos. Maybe I'll do that. I'll add that tonight. Maybe I'll do one of my dancing vlogs. Maybe two. Oh, that's good. Good now. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Be kind to all, everywhere. Use the like button, leave your like. Use the like button, leave a like. And or use the chat and or comment area and leave a like. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye.